Hello everybody and welcome to the very first live stream presentation brought to you direct by XP Metal Detectors. Now my name is Michael Eakers and I'm going to be one of your hosts for this evening's show. And boy, what a show we have planned for you this evening. If you've joined us this evening to find out all about the stereo headphones, the new firmware, what it's all about and how it's going to benefit you whilst you're metal detecting, then you really have come to the right place. But I just want to welcome everybody to the show tonight, wherever you're watching, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. Please leave a comment in the comment sections and in the group chat. Let us know what you think of the show tonight, and of course, show your support as well. Now, I'm not the only host of this evening's show, and I am joined by another person which you might be very familiar with if you've been watching the XP social media channel. So, all the way from New York City, let's welcome my friend and yours, Meryl Kazanjian.
Thank you,
Hello,
Michael.
Meryl.
Hey, Michael. Hi, everybody. Happy to be here giving you some pretty big news today.
We have got some huge news to tell everybody today and to share everyone. I just think it's going to be a monumental occasion. It's a pleasure to have you with us and I'm really excited.
As am I, absolutely.
Excellent. So we've got a few segments coming up in this evening's show, but just to give you a rundown of what we are actually going to do in tonight's live show, you are going to find out right here tonight what the new firmware that we have produced is all about. And trust me, it is a lot more than stereo. Right, Meryl?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we've been using stereo headphones for our lives. This is the metal detecting application of that. And what is XP all about? It's about evolution. It's about making groundbreaking products, and this is the next evolution that XP is bringing.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I honestly think that this is a truly amazing innovation, which of course is brought to you by XP Metal Detectors. It is going to truly revolutionize the way that you not only detect targets, but also how you perceive them as well. And we are so excited to share this news with you tonight. So we are also going to be running through a news section as well, where we're going to be telling you all about the extended warranties that we've recently offered from XP Metal Detectors. As you probably know, XP already lead the market in the way of warranties by giving you a 5-year warranty, and now you can go all the way up to 10 years as well. And we're also going to be running through some of the new features of the Go Terrain app, and I love the Go Terrain app, Meryl. I know you do too. I think it's a really great tool to use. In fact, somebody the other day said to me, I wish there was an app that I could record all of the things that I found where I found them. And I said, there already is. It's Go Terrain, it's out there, and it's free for you to use. So we're going to be running through some of those new features as well.
Absolutely.
But there is something tonight which we're going to do, which is going to be really special as well. And that is, we are going to be doing a giveaway competition. So you are going to have the chance at owning your own set of WSA ST headphones just like this. But we aren't going to be giving away just one set of these headphones. We're going to be giving away 5 sets of these headphones to you lucky people watching this live stream tonight. And I am overjoyed to also say that not only are you going to receive these headphones, but we at XP Metal Detectors are going to laser engrave your name onto these headphones as well. So if you win a set of these headphones, you will have a very limited edition set of these brand new stereo headphones that you can win. So you're probably wondering, what do I need to do to get myself a set of these headphones? Well, it's pretty simple. All that we're going to ask you to do this evening is to share the link of this live stream onto your social media. And also like the stream wherever you're watching it, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. Once you've done both of those things, you then need to go onto the chat section and write in block capitals XP Stereo. We have someone in the background who is going to verify all of that, so please make sure you don't forget to share the link and of course like the feed as well. And then at the end of the show we're going to be announcing the winners of 5 sets of these custom engraved headphones. What an amazing prize, right Merrill?
You better believe it. So this is going to be a very, very popular product. You want your name engraved on that. A lot of detectorists are going to be use it. I'll add one thing. I know we gave you a lot of instructions there on what to do, but if you're watching us for the first time, you're going to want to tune in to this broadcast, hitting the follow button, subscribe button, depending upon the platform that you're watching it on.
Yep. Absolutely. It is an amazing prize, and we are going to tell you tonight exactly what these headphones do, what they're all about, why they're different to the current range of headphones that we offer, and why buying a pair is probably going to be an essential thing, given that we're bringing out the brand new firmware as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be a great show.
I'm going to throw something pretty big out there. This is my opinion that I'm going to share. I was so impressed with what we are going to share tonight, and again, it goes beyond just what you know about stereo headphones. To me, my opinion, this is the biggest breakthrough that I have seen since multi-frequency, and that's a pretty big statement. I'm excited. Let's get the show on the road so we could continue on this journey.
So we can tell everyone. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I just don't think you guys are ready for what's to come, and truly it is an amazing innovation from us at XP Metal Detectors. I'm really excited about it. Merrill's really excited about it, and we're sure that by the end of this show you're going to be excited about it as well.
It is.
So before we move on to the first section, I just want to remind everyone that this is 100% live. So mistakes can happen. We are only human. We cannot control those factors, but we will try and make it the best experience possible for everybody watching. And with that out of the way, I think it's time to go into our first segment, which is, of course, the news. Okay, so we're into the news, and the first segment we want to cover is, of course, the new XP stereo headphones that have been released by us at XP Metal Detectors. Now, you might have seen a video very recently that myself and Merrill put online, but just to reiterate what's different inside of these headphones to make you understand why they are different and how they work slightly differently. Now, they look the same as obviously the previous headphones. This is the WSA STXL. However, inside of these headphones we have a new microprocessing technology which is going to work with the new firmware side by side. And for anybody that doesn't know, these are true stereo headphones. So the headphones that we had previously, what happened was the audio signal came through one side and then you heard it through the other side, so it was a copy of the sound. But with these new headphones, you get an independent audio channel throughout both headphones, and that means you hear things in true stereo. So to give you an idea, I'll have a pair of headphones like this, and let's imagine that this little D099 stereo adapter is a target. I can now decide whether I want the target to come through that ear, or have it in the middle, just like I did with the previous headphones. And there are 3 sets, right, Merrill? There's 3 sets to choose from.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, sorry, go ahead. You can...
So we've got the WS6 ST headphones, which is exactly the same as the WS6, but with the new technology built into them, and they are stereo. We've got the WSA ST headphones, which are the back phones, just like these ones here, again with the brand new microprocessing technology built inside of them. And we have the XLs as well. So there's 3 sets for you to choose from. If you prefer over the ear headphones and you want to get these ones, then this is the obvious choice for you. If you like the back phones, then we also have you covered as well. And excuse me, if you own the WS6 Master and you want to upgrade your Master, you can simply do that by buying a new WS6 ST and then putting it on top of the stem, just like you go out metal detecting now. And you have access to the latest technology just by the purchase of your headphone module, which is the WS6 ST. So these headphones are so important because they will work side by side with the latest firmware. And I can also tell you, because this is the new section, that on this show tonight we will be revealing when you can go out and download that brand new firmware onto your remote or WS6 or WSA headphones. That's going to enable everything that you see in tonight's video, and you'll be able to go out and experiment with that and do lots of wonderful things, which I'm sure you are going to see. I know you're pretty excited as well, Meryl, to demonstrate this. It is quite an innovation, let me assure you.
The application to this, and I'm looking at the comments right now, and I'm starting to see some people put together a guess as to what it's going to be, but it's going to be more than the sound. We're famous for the sound, giving you the best sound quality so that you can infer what to dig and what not to dig. But we're talking about detecting advantages here. We're talking about being progressive and, with the same detector, with a further evolution of the Deus II, giving you a detecting advantage, even though it's been out for several years. And that is what tonight is about.
Yep, I couldn't agree more. Thank you very much, Meryl. And also in the new section, we want to run through some of the new features of Go Terrain. Now, as I said, Go Terrain for me is just an absolutely wonderful, essential tool if you're a metal detectorist. It's a completely free download if you've got an Android or an iPhone, and you can literally use it every time that you go out. You don't have to even be a customer of XP. You can use any machine on the market, but it will enable you to go out, record all of your finds with their exact geolocational spots, and also track your routes in the field to see exactly where you've been. Now, I know that we all like to think we keep a nice straight line, whether we're on the fields or on the beach, but that is a very difficult thing to do, because I have looked at my Go Terrain data quite a few times and realized that I have missed huge swathes of land, even though I thought I was going up and down quite neatly in the place where I was detecting.
Sorry, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No. You carry on, Meryl. You carry on.
I was just going to say it turns it into a data machine, and it makes your decisions more informed. It let me know the other day that a beach was absolutely knocked out because where I was walking in the past was now water. And a big section of the beach was taken out, and I wound up having a great day. I might not have given it a second thought and stuck around, but I was looking and I'm seeing that where I was is just covered with water right now, and the sand had been completely blown out, and that cued me in, stuck around a little bit longer, and had a good day.
Yeah, it can be all the difference, especially if you want to make sure that you're covering as much ground as possible. And I don't know if you all know, but very recently we released a brand new version of Go Terrain, which again was a completely free update for everyone to use. And that included some features which honestly just made it even better. And that's a hard thing to say. One of the features that I really liked from the new version was the new user interface. It was a much more streamlined way of you using the app, making sure that it was a quick and easy thing for you to use whilst you were out metal detecting. And I think that's key, because we all want to go out and find nice things. We don't always want to spend, time using our phone and logging this and logging that. So we've streamlined the whole process now just to make it quick and simple to grab your phone, take a picture of your find, add some details in there and save it in. So if you haven't used GoTerrain in the last couple of months, you probably haven't seen this. So we do advise that you go on there, and it's important to remind everybody as well that it is completely free for you to use in standard mode. And yes, you can pay for it, and it's a very minimal cost, and then you get some of the more premium features like your rally mode and of course going out with your friends in group mode as well. Now, another feature that we added to the GoTerrain app was importing GPKG files, and this made it really exciting for me because I use a software called QGIS, and that also enables me to go a little bit more deeper into the places where I go detecting. And I've always wanted to merge those two together. I would love to do what I do in QGIS and in GoTerrain, but have it all in a single place. And now, of course, you can import GPKG files into GoTerrain and essentially use both of those platforms either independently or together, merging all of the data in. Now, where is this going to be important? Well, let's imagine you have got a really productive site that's producing coins and artifacts and could be of archaeological interest. Well, you would be doing a real justice to the local authorities if you were able to record exactly where all those things were found, how deep they were, and what your perception of them was at the time of finding them. Well, now you can do all of that inside of GoTerrain and then either import or export your GPKG file and show that to your local archaeological body, sharing all of that information in a single file, letting them see what's been found, where it's been found, and the patterns of where it's been found as well. And I think that there isn't a single governing body in the land or the world that would not appreciate a metal detectorist or a hobbyist giving that information in a single packaged file. It's just a wonderful feature.
Its credibility. I know archaeologists, metal detectorists in the past. This is something that archaeologists would really appreciate, and I know those are the files that they use. And in terms of preserving history, all around, you want to know whatever your country is, wherever you're from in the world. You want to be able to document as much as that as possible, and for people to learn from that. Absolutely.
Yep, and another feature that we added in is a premium feature, but it's one that I honestly think is just absolutely brilliant, and that's what we call the rallies function. Now, if you have a metal detecting club or you organize rallies, then this feature is really going to apply to you, because what it means is that you can now organize all of your fields or all of the places where the people that come to your club and detect, and have it all mapped out field by field, day by day, color by color. And then days prior to the event, that will then appear onto the GoTerrain app, so that all the people within your club or your event that you're holding, if they use the GoTerrain app, can go on there, search under the event name, see all of the fields where they can go, all the beaches, anywhere that they're allowed to detect, all color coded by day and number, and then that will just appear onto their GoTerrain app, so that when they go detecting, they know exactly which boundaries to stay within, and they know what fields are available to them on the day, say it's the Saturday or the Sunday as well. And there is another video on our social media which explains in a little bit more detail how those functions work and how you as a metal detecting club owner or rally or event organizer can actually go and organize that so that it does appear on the Go Terrain app for people to use as well. So that's Go Terrain. We also have very recently released some information about our warranties as well. And this is briefly mentioned at the start of the show, but as you know, XP offers a already market-leading 5-year warranty with their products. But very recently, we decided to extend that warranty for up to 10 years, which I think is fantastic. What do you think, Merrill?
So I go around to the rallies in the United States, and what came to mind when you said that were people who do not want to put down their Deus ones, and it's their metal detecting. It's their detector that they're most familiar with, and you get familiar and comfortable and know your detector, and you do better. And I'm all about the Deus II. That was the detector that I fell in love with. But I get that, and it's something that will protect it further into the future. And we're already number one in that. I think it's fantastic. I also want to take a moment. I've been reading the comments. For instance, this is on YouTube. BN7451 just asked, "Why is stereo better?" We are getting to that. We've just got a lot of news that is coming out. So stay with us. We're getting there. We're going to we're going to get to that part. That's a promise.
We will get to that part, I assure you. And throughout the sort of last 3/4 of this show, it is all going to be about stereo. It's all going to be about the firmware. But we also want to tell you about these important bits as well, because the development side have taken a lot of time and effort into looking into the Go Terrain app and obviously extended warranties. You own a product that could have a warranty of up to 10 years, which for the hobby that we do is absolutely worth its weight in gold, because of course things do happen out of our control, and there's no reason why now you can extend it up to 10 years and just protect that product against accidental damage. But we do have some special guests joining us tonight as well, and one of the special guests I want to bring on now, and he is going to tell us all about the new extended warranties that we offer, how we are going to be able to apply those warranties to our products, and obviously what all the details of that is as well. So this is a man that will need very little introduction at all. I'm sure if you've watched any of the XP events in the past on other people's live shows, you will definitely recognize him. His name is Philip Collin, and he is the sales director for XP Metal Detectors. So let's bring on Philip right now. Hello.
Hi, everybody. Hello.
How are you doing, Philip?
I'm totally fine. Thanks a lot.
Excellent. So we want to ask you some questions about the extended warranties. Can you tell us any information about them? Why did we bring them out, and why is it important for people to look at the reasons why they might want to extend their warranties to up to 10 years?
First of all, I just want to say that we are the only brand in the world for metal detectors to give 5-year warranty for all the detectors we are selling. And more than these 5 years, customers can have service for a very decent price after the 5 years warranty in case of any trouble. And we know that there is only really few cases. But to assure them, because all of you are passionate by this hobby and you want to keep your product safe during maximum time, so we bring to the market an extended warranty option that you can buy to give 5 more years warranty to your metal detector, Deus II metal detector, and to your FMF coil. For example, if you have 2 coils, you can also buy an extended warranty for 5 more years for your accessory coil, for example, HF2 or whatever. To buy this extended warranty, you will go to our website and you will find the way to buy the extended warranty directly to XP or directly to your local dealers. Now we open the purchase of this extended warranty option to the distributors all over the world, and they can buy and resell to you. Do you have any question, maybe, Michael, about this?
Yeah, so one question that I want to ask is, what does the warranty actually cover? So if I've got, let's say, an XP Deus II, what can I cover, and what in terms of accidental damage does it actually cover?
So you have, for a moment, two references of extended warranty. One for the FMF coils as an accessory, you could have both, and one for the bundles. If you have both the extended warranty for the bundle, that will cover your coil, your remote control, and your wireless headphones during 5 more years. You can buy this extended warranty even if you have bought your Deus II before, up to 2 years before now. So if you bought your Deus II in 2024, for example, you can buy the extended warranty now, and you will have 24, 25, 26, 27, 29 for the normal warranty, the 5 first years, and then 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. So your bundle will be covered till 2034.
Perfect. It sounds pretty easy. So in order to be able to get the extended warranties, you basically just visit our website, and then on there you put the serial number in of your products. Is that correct?
You will buy the extended warranty. You will receive a code, and with this code you will go to the updater. The updater, where you can update the firmware of your product, where you can also subscribe for Gotera, and through this platform you will activate first your metal detector, and then you will register your coil with the code that you will receive by email after the purchase, and then your coil will change from the 5 years to the 10 years warranty. You will see that through the interface, the platform.
Perfect. And is there anything specific that people need in order to be able to do this? I know that somebody said something about a proof of purchase and all those sorts of things. Can you clarify any of that information?
Yeah, of course. So we will ask you a few questions like name, email, this kind of thing, and then, of course, a proof of purchase of your material, your equipment.
Perfect. Yeah.
And the serial number, you're right. The serial number of your coil.
Great. Excellent. And am I right in thinking that the updater server already works out if that product is eligible to be covered under the extended warranty for you?
No. That will be your words that will lead the concept, and in case any trouble later, the proof of purchase will prove that you were eligible. To double check everything about the eligibility of your product, you can go to our website through the extended warranty section, and you will have a landing page explaining every detail and that you can check to be sure that your product is eligible.
Perfect. And can you tell us anything about the repair process? So for instance, if somebody does have a damaged product and they use their extended warranty, what's the sort of protocol for somebody to get it repaired?
That will be exactly the same done before. For a normal warranty during the first year, you have a process. You go to your local dealer and you ask for a repair. He will make a diagnostic and will constate that there is an issue, for example, and he will repair to you, or he will send back to the distributor, country distributor, and the distributor will repair for you. After the normal warranty, during the extending time, that will be the same process. No change for the user, just bigger period.
Perfect. Do you have any questions at all, Meryl?
No, I'm reading some of the comments, but that's in the next segment. I think Philippe answered all of it.
Excellent. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. So the last thing we just need to know is what's the prices of the extended warranties for people that want to do that? Do you know those off the top of your head?
Yep. So for coil standalone, it will be $49 or €49. And for a complete bundle, complete Deus II, I remind that will cover the remote control, the headphone, and the coil. That will be $99 or euro, the same price.
Perfect, perfect. And we had a good question pop up just then, actually, which was really interesting, and that was regarding second-hand products. So if you buy a product second-hand, can you still use the extended warranties?
Totally, you can use it. You need to double check that this Deus II is not more than 2 years old. That's the first thing you need to double check. Secondary, it's better if you have the original proof of purchase, because you will have the exact date. Else, if you don't have the proof of purchase, the receipt or the invoice, what we will use as a date of beginning of warranty will be the date of manufacturing in our factory. So it's better to have the proof of purchase. So if you buy a second-hand Deus II, to anybody, please try to ask to the original owner the proof of purchase. That will be better.
Yeah, so a good question on the screen right now from Jimmy the Jock Detects is, I won my Deus II in a competition last year, so I don't have the receipt. Do I still qualify? Well, I think he does still qualify as long as you can get that proof of purchase, right, from whoever it was that provided you the prize. Am I right in saying that, Philippe?
You can say that, or maybe this user can contact XP through our website. There is a form to contact XP, and he can ask for the date of manufacturing. The date.
Perfect.
And that will be the date of the beginning of warranty.
Excellent, perfect. And are there any countries or exclusion zones for the warranty, or is anyone eligible in the world where we sell our products?
For the moment, there is some country. We have some country where we cannot sell. And of course, these countries are not eligible. But you can, if you want to double check your country is eligible, you go to our website, you try to purchase, and you will see if it's possible or not.
So another question on the screen from Marcin. What happened if I bought an XP Deus II in one dealer and XP stereo headphones in another dealer in a different time? How to get the guarantee as a bundle? Would you be able to advise on the best method for purchasing your products in a slightly different place?
The first bundle Deus II that this guy bought will be the date of the oldest date of purchase. That will be the one we will take to begin the warranty period. You know?
So essentially the one that was purchased first would be the carry-on date for the extended warranties, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Doesn't look like we've got any more questions regarding that, and I think you've answered that really, really well. Hopefully everyone's got a better understanding of the warranty system, and I just want to reiterate what Philippe said. To have a 10-year warranty on a product is mind-blowing, but to have a 5-year standard manufacturer's warranty on a product that's in the metal detecting world is also very exclusive to XP. So the fact that you can get 10 years now for a very small cost really is, something to note for sure. Thank you very much, Philippe, for coming on and explaining that. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully you'll hang fire for the rest of the show. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So we have learned all about the extended warranties that we provide. Hopefully that has given you a lot more information on there. If you do have any questions regarding the warranties or any of the things that we've covered in the news section, then do of course use the chat function, and we will try and pick up as many of those questions as possible. But at the moment, I will say that there is going to be a extra long question and answer section at the end of the show. So with that in mind, I just want to go through again that this show we are going to be demonstrating to you the power of the stereo headphones that we've put out, and also our brand new version 4 firmware. As you know, the stereo headphones are stereo, and for us to be able to show you what they can do and the innovations that here at XP Metal Detectors we are going to provide you this evening, I have to tell you that wearing a set of headphones for this live stream is going to be imperative. You have to do it. If you're not wearing headphones throughout the rest of this live show, you aren't going to understand the information that we're going to tell you, and this information is key if you want to know all about the latest firmware. So I can see Meryl's got his headphones on there, which is fantastic, and obviously I've got my headphones on too, and that leaves me to go into a section now where of course we are going to discuss our brand new firmware.
This is the part you guys have been waiting for. I've been reading the comments. You've had plenty of smart and intelligent people talking and telling you what's going on. I've been trying to type a little bit into the comments between platforms. I know you've been waiting for this. This is what, again, I'll go on the record as saying, I think that this, to me, at least, is the biggest breakthrough that I've seen in metal detecting, what you're about to see with stereo and the application. I know you probably want me to stop talking and see it, but you know what? Now's the time. I'm so proud that we're showing you this.
Absolutely. I know that you've all been expecting stereo, and I know that there's been a lot of chat online about stereo headphones and how it could potentially be old tech. What I will say at this stage is what you are going to witness tonight on this show, you will not see anywhere else. This is a true world first in metal detection, and believe me, never been done before, and I can assure you that it is really going to increase the chances of you going out and finding things, but doing it in a very specific way. So you might have seen throughout some of our posts recently words like multiprocessing. You might have seen words like morphing, and you've certainly seen the word stereo. Well, it's our pleasure to go through some of those words with you now so that you understand those and understand what's coming in our latest firmware. So we will reveal the date of when the firmware is available. We aren't going to do it yet, but it will be coming at some point in the show. So you've got to keep watching if you want to know when you can go and download this firmware for yourself. But at this part of the show, we're going to bring on a very special guest indeed. Also from XP Metal Detectors, he is going to be coming on here to give us his technical expertise and show us exactly what this software firmware is all about. So to many, he will need no introduction at all. In fact, if you've come to some of the events in the UK or in some parts of Europe, you certainly would have bumped into him. Now, we, of course, know him as the Oracle, and I know that you call him the Professor.
Yep.
And he might seem familiar, especially if you own one of those little Christmas nativity sets as well. As I said, we call him the Oracle, you call him the Professor. The world will probably know him as Sylvan. So let's bring on Sylvan. Welcome, Sylvan.
Hello.
Hey, Sylvan.
How are you doing, my friend? You okay?
Yes, fine, thank you.
Excellent.
You might not notice, but you've all read his work before. I know he's a big contributor to the manual for the any XP product. I was going to say the Deus II. So we've all read, his writing before. He's guided us.
Yes, I'm part of the Deus II manual writing. Yes.
Well, let introduce yourself, Sylvain. Let everyone know who you are, what you do. As I said, some people might have bumped into you at some of the bigger events, where, of course, you man the XP store, but they might not know what you do inside of XP. So feel free to tell everyone who you are, where you come from, and what you do.
So I'm French. I work from XP since a little more than 1 year, but I have a great collaboration before that. I'm in charge of all technical manuals. I do the most biggest part of beta testing for all new products, and I try to answer as best as possible on social media also. So yes, I answer emails sometimes. I do plenty of things.
You do many things. Yeah, absolutely. Many things for sure. But here tonight, you're actually here to tell us all about the brand new firmware. Are we correct in saying that it's going to be 4.0? Is that the correct term for this one?
Yes, it will be 4.0 for the public release, yes.
Excellent.
It's the fourth main evolution of the Deus II.
The fourth main evolution, yep, absolutely. So you've probably heard me and Meryl talking briefly about it, but I think at this stage in the show, we're going to go into a little bit more detail about what's actually inside the firmware, what it's going to do. For anyone that doesn't know, where they can go and download it and actually update their stuff as well, but also why purchasing a pair of these was probably the best thing you've done since Christmas. So before we go into that, I want to play a video for everybody watching this, and this is going to be a demonstration of the new firmware. Now, we aren't going to explain what's going on. I want to let you listen to it because it will sound very different. And again, you will need headphones for this. If you're not wearing headphones for this, you need to go and get yourself some headphones, whether they're ear pods, whether they're anything at all. Just get them and plug them into your laptop, because if you're watching this on a phone and you don't have any headphones, although some modern phones do consider themselves to be stereo, the speakers are so close together it might as well be mono, and you won't get the benefit of what we're trying to tell you. And so it's very important. So please make sure you're wearing headphones when I play this video, and then maybe we can discuss exactly what's going on as we watch it. Here we go. There we go. It's a little clip. It's a little teaser of what's to come. We have lots. A little teaser, yeah. We have lots of demonstrations for you this evening watching this show, where we're going to go into a lot more depth about the menu and what this means for you as a metal detectorist, as an XP user, so that you can go and use this firmware and get a better understanding of it. Sylvain, tell us all about the new 4.0 firmware.
Huge question.
No pressure.
First of all, yes, you have surely thought on our social media that there is some special terms we introduce with this version, which is multiprocessing. So yes, it's not. In fact, it's we take the stereo name, but in fact, it's not only that. We create multiprocessing stuff thanks to the hardware platform which allows us to do that. And yes, I think I can say we pushed the Deus II close to the limits of the hardware platform, and we create, in fact, multiprocessing consists of two real detectors in one. So you've got
let me stop you there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
What you're saying here is that not only do people hear targets in stereo, but you're also saying that we now have 2 detectors in one. Why is that different to multi-frequency?
Multi-frequency is handled by the coil, actually. So the coil will do all the process, will send all the frequency he is configured for, and he sends everything to the control unit, which could be the remote or the WS6. So actually there is only like one stream, okay? And after that, the remote or the control unit, which could be remote or WS6, send one flow to the headphones. We just doubled that. So we introduced a second flow, which is totally, not totally, but which is quite independent from the first one.
Yeah.
And user could apply a whole new treatment on this channel. We call them multi-channel. So there is channel 1 and channel 2. And yes, you could apply treatments which could be different on the 2 channels.
Now Meryl's smiling and he's got a grin. Meryl, let loose, my friends. Let it out. Let it out.
It's the teacher in me. Like, think of the application in this. Think about, and thank you for like the honor of like saying this. We all have probably a few favorite programs, a few favorite modes on the dais. Think about how this applies, okay, with 2 channels. Think about what you can do with that too, whether it is reactivity, whether it is program specific, whether it is audio, and you could pretty much configure everything on the dais and dais 2 also. But now you're allowing your brain to absolutely geek out, and you could do the best of both worlds. You don't, like, there have been programs that I put back to back because I like to hear things, like hear it first on one and then hear it on the other. You don't need to do that anymore. This is absolutely huge, and this is not the full story yet either. And this is also, go ahead. I'm done. Go. I'm excited.
So I just want to clarify for everybody watching. So what we're essentially saying is that we are now offering you something called multiprocessing, and this is something new that's inside of the firmware. So you're going to get a whole different menu to play around with. And what Sylvain has kindly said is that we now get 2 independent channels to metal detect
2 independent detectors, in fact. The only thing there is some technical limitation. For example, we can't change frequency max, which is handled directly by the coil. So you can't change that. It will be common to channel 1 and channel 2. But for example, as Meryl said, you could change the reactivity. So you could have it, and it's your teaser actually. You could have one low reactivity on one channel, in fact, and a second highest reactivity on the channel 2. So yes, you could have clearly 2 detectors in one at the same time.
I mean, that as a statement is truly mind-blowing. So as I said to everybody watching the show from the very start, we are going to be releasing something to you today exclusively here on this show. And the information that you're going to get here, you won't get anywhere else. And what we're trying to tell you is that not only now can you hear your targets in stereo and actually decide where in the headphones you want to hear certain things, but with the new 4.0 firmware, we're also giving you 2 independent programs that you can push together and go out detecting. So Sylvain, you just said that you can set up one channel with a low reactivity and another channel with a high reactivity. Am I right in saying that if you swing your coil once, you're now swinging with a low reactivity and a high reactivity at the very same time?
Yes, perfectly.
Wow.
Perfectly true. I hope. Yes, my microphone is quite low. Sorry for that.
We can hear you. It's
Yep.
You might be a little bit quiet, but it's fine. We can hear you.
Okay,
It's no problem.
So I
Yeah.
just put like that if it's better.
So now we've discovered that there are two independent channels inside of this firmware. Another word that people have probably heard is something called morphing. What is morphing? Tell us about morphing. It sounds cool. It sounds like the Star Trek The Next Generation, but hey, I'm here for it. It sounds good.
It's hard to understand if somebody don't explain you exactly. So think about that. If you have two channels, okay, the first thing the first thing you will think about is reactivity, because it's the most obvious parameter you will think about.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you think about two channels, you could also apply in both channels different audio types.
Okay.
I make a blank because
Yeah,
I think some people need to realize that yes, you could have, for example, PWM on channel 1 and square or I square on channel 2. And so you could mix them
so cool.
together.
So cool. Yeah.
Okay? And
Yeah.
in addition, you could play with sensitivity, for example. So imagine the possibilities. You will have two detectors, two channels in one. You will have one channel which will be set at high sensitivity, for example,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
the second one has a lower sensitivity. This could allows you to distinguish really more easily the depth of your targets, and this way you will have some morphing if you respect some musical, for example, rules.
Yes.
And you will have a better sound, and it's our DNA. In XP, we love sound. Sound is everything. So yes, we allow everybody to customize to customize at the next level their DS2.
So a question just popped on the screen from Dean Colmer. Can one channel run mono frequency and the other run multi-frequency? So you get like a DS1 and a DS2.
Yes, as I explained just a little before, unfortunately we can't, because it's only one coil, we can't change the frequency used. So you can't change the frequency because it is handled directly by the coil. So we could only change some settings which is handled by the control unit. So unfortunately, no, you can't change frequencies and have a mono frequency on one channel and multi on the other one.
So what we're saying with morphing is that we've got these two independent programs running side by side. And I guess the best way for me to describe this to everybody is that, let's say you're using the general program and your friend is also in the same site as you and he is running Deep HC. Set up very differently, those programs, for almost a different type of searching. One's using a low frequency, one's using a kind of normal mid-range frequency, and I guess that when you get a target and you go over something, you might call him over and say, hey, check this with yours and see if you can hear it deeper or whether it's louder. Now you don't really have to do that, because now you're using, let's say, the general program and Deep HC every time you swing over that exact same target. And when you do that, because you can set it up as two different audio types, what you're saying is that if it's close to the ground and one of the programs is running a low sensitivity, you will only hear that type of audio when you get close to it. But if it's deeper and further away, i.e. the program that's set up as reactivity 1.5, it can be a different sound. So you could have one for like PWM, one for square if it was deeper. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you could change, but just correct one thing about deep HC and general. You can't, because deep HC it's on 14 kilohertz max.
Yes.
General it's by default on 40 kilohertz max.
Yeah.
So you can't mix really them. But except that,
in terms of the programming,
yes, you could have, for example, channel 1 with let's say, and I answer the question who is written by Rune. You could have channel 1 with speech and, for example, let's say square audio type, and on the channel 2 you could have one tone and with the PWM, for example, and yes, you could mix them together with different reactivity, with different sensitivity if you want. But I think yes, we need. There is plenty of possibilities, but we need to be quite slow in change. I don't know the word in English.
Like a gradual shift. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because plenty of things is possible.
Sorry, Silva, go right ahead.
Well, no. Tell me.
I was just going to say really quickly, this is where you could count on us. I mean, one of the things that XP has always done is education, YouTube, various social media sites. We're going to be coming out with programs. So if your head is spinning with excitement right now, all you're going to have to do is type in the parameters of the program, save it, and you'll be able to run with it. So you could depend on us to make it easier. Good opportunity. If you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button or follow button, depending upon the platform that you're on.
Absolutely. Okay, so I think we need to show people what this new firmware can do. So we have got a range of clips coming up which are going to demonstrate to you the different things that you can achieve in the new firmware. So I think what we should start off with is morphing. What
Michael,
is morphing?
Could you please, I saw a question which is quite interesting before. I saw a question about the battery life. So user need to understand that there is no effect, absolutely no effect for the battery life, because we don't overclock the Deus II. It will we just push the limits, but we don't have a lower battery life on the remote. No problem.
So just to reiterate that battery life is not impacted by using the multi-processing menu. Is that correct?
Yes, it will be correct on the remote, but to be perfectly fair, maybe it will have a little less battery life on the WS6, which is a little less powerful than the remotes on this side. It will run on WS6. You just need to have a new stereo headphones. The WS6 will handle this V4 update, but maybe we have to push it a little more, and we will need to overclock a little. Okay, fine, perfect. Okay, so as again, you are going to need headphones for this. So we are going to play a video. It's going to demonstrate to you what morphing is and what it sounds like. So if you're not wearing your headphones, you aren't going to hear it, and it's going to sound completely normal, and so you need to pop them in so that you're going to get the most out of this. So let's have a look at a video showing the new 4.0 firmware and what it's capable of in terms of morphing. So this is a high conductor, and as you can hear, no change, no morphing. Yes, no effect on this.
But when we go to the iron nail, have a listen.
Yes.
Wow.
So, Sylvain, what is happening there? We can hear something happening, and it's to do with the audio, isn't it? And as you
Yes.
could hear, nothing on the high conductor, but as soon as we got to the ferrous, something was going on. Please explain.
Yes. As you could hear, we don't move too far from users' habit. So on the non-ferrous target, on this preset, on the factory preset, because yes, we will propose some factory preset to for people who don't care about advanced settings and everything. On this one, we will propose a standard sound on non-ferrous targets. So it will not change on non-ferrous target. But on ferrous, you have a perfect example of morphing with multi-sensitivity. So on distant targets, from distant targets to quite close, no change. But as soon as you reach the targets closer,
Yeah, as soon as you get closer to the target,
yes.
yeah.
Yes, you will have the mixture of channel 1 and channel 2, because on this preset, channel 2 is configured with something like 40 of sensitivity, and with a different audio type, and yes, you will have this sound, and you could spatialize this sound also if you want, from left to right. Actually, on this preset, to not disturb users' ears, we set the panning bar at 0 to have both the same sound in both ears.
Perfect. I just want to play the video again, just in case everyone missed it. Just remember that the first target is a high conductor. It doesn't have morphing attached to it, because that's not how this preset is set up. But when we move on to the ferrous nail, you can see that we start from a distance that's quite high, we move closer to it, and that's when you begin to hear the two audio types blending together. And that is what we call XP morphing, and it will only get that with the V4 software firmware. So let's have a watch again and pay close attention to when he goes over the ferrous nail. So again, no morphing, normal clean PWM. Now that's pretty cool. But one thing I want to know is, why is that going to benefit people to have morphing? What is that telling them? I mean, for me, and I guess Merrill as well, that would be really great for me to know if something's deep or not, wouldn't it? I mean, just by the sound that it makes. So you're almost having like a depth gauge in your ears, essentially. But what's your kind of, like, why would that be a benefit to people that want to use it?
Oh, it's a question for Merrill.
Yeah, question.
That can be a question for anyone. You guys go for it.
I tell you what, we'll let Sylvain answer that last. I'll say the Deus II, or any metal detector, it gives us information. Deus II gives us more information, and it helps us infer whether we should dig, whether we should not dig, and sound is the ultimate cue to that. I can't wait till we get to chorus, a little bit later, chorus effect. There's more coming, but let's let the man who biggest contributor to the manual jump in here.
Yes, you tease about another effect we had, in fact, yes. So, yes, the benefit of morphing, yes, for example, let's take an example. I talked to some beachcomber in France, and beachcomber actually love the pitch 2 tone. So the benefit of the pitch 2, for example, is to make some very far away, very deep targets react quite the same of shallow targets. So in fact, when a target is picked up by the pitch 2, you will not have a clear information about the depth in the sound perspectives. So if you enable the morphing with channel 2, for example, you will have this information in addition, and you will. It's only a question of adding more information, but not on the screen, on the sound.
Through your headphones,
Yes, because we all, I don't know if user knows that, but the ears is way more faster than eyes. So you could analyze quite instantly something with ears, not necessarily with eyes. So this way you will have all the information, and as I already said, sound is everything. So we strongly believe in that, and that's why we had so much information from the sound. But rest assured that it will be not necessary. You could add this information, but you are not obliged to do that. So presets will be quite light at the low of V4. Before we don't want to disturb users' ears, and they can gradually increase stereo and multiprocess effect as they like, as they want.
So it's fully customizable to how you want to use it and how you want to hear it. We're not saying that you're going to download this firmware and everything's going to sound like this out of the box, because as Sylvain said, you can do that. We do have some presets for you to use. But you can also take one of these presets and change that and modify it to how you want it to sound. And because there's now two different waveforms that you can put together, you can create some amazing sounds, and morphing is just part of the information in terms of the audio that you get. So a good question on the screen, help detector. Will it give you some info about the shape of the target? Love that question. Great question.
Yes, I know it's a common legend about the shape of targets, but I think it's important to understand that in fact all metal detectors can't really gives you the shape. You could have some information about the fact that one target could be a round, like a ring, you know,
coin, or a circle, a loop,
a loop. Sorry,
yes.
Thank you. So because loop behaves quite particularly, but in fact there is some clue. But it's not a real information about shapes. So it will not add some particular information about shapes, but because we had some plenty of information, if you want, again, maybe some user could distinguish some certain types of targets with this new information.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I always think symmetry versus asymmetry. Like, if, something that is round, is going to sound a little bit different. Like, for instance, we just heard that nail there, and I didn't get a close up of it. Sometimes it's got, the bulge at the top, and you could hear the difference in the two ends of the nail, and that gives you a clue to the shape. But in terms of like saying this is a triangle, this is a square, which rarely would happen in nature, or I mean,
of
it's
course,
man-made objects.
But I totally agree. Some shapes, like there is some hard angles, for example, do some specific sound, but you can't really say that it's for example a shape of star, it's a shape of square or something. Round loops could have some specific, but it could fool you at any time. So yes, there is some nuance, and we try to let nuance as much as possible in the sound. We don't apply too much filters because of that, but I think it's up to users to try to find their own use.
Sweet spot. Yeah, I agree.
You give them something to grow with. I mean, it's a detector that you could use right out of the box. It's a detector that you could listen to somebody for a program. But it's one that you're going to grow with, and it's one that has grown. Is this the same detector that it was in 2022? No, it's not. This is evidence that it keeps growing, and XP is full of great surprises.
Absolutely, yeah. So I think another great demonstration for morphing will be the pitch effects. Am I correct, Sylvain?
Yes, it's one of the examples, yes.
It's one of the examples, yeah. So we've got some more videos to show you now. These are going to demonstrate the pitch effects, which, am I right in thinking that's another preset inside of the 4.0 firmware?
Yes, actually we have on the current version we test 4 presets. But it could be changed. It could be changed until the final version. So yes, what we want us to see on this show is the preset we actually test. But it could move. It's some examples.
It's just some examples of what is achievable with this type of innovation and technology. So with that being said, again, make sure you all have your headphones on. I sound like the headmaster, but unfortunately I do have to remind you, because otherwise if you watch this and you don't have headphones on, you won't hear it. So let's play an example of a pitch effects with morphing, and we're going to start off with a non-ferrous target. Okay, so that was the non-ferrous target. Let's have a look at a ferrous target and see what that one does. Okay, can you explain for everybody watching what's going on using the pitch effects in that one, please, Sylvain?
Yes, there is a little particularity. So everyone, I think, hear the pitch on channel 1. And yes, on channel 2, there is another sound, okay, for the ferrous target. But I don't think people notice the little effects I particularly love on distant targets, which is
the chorus
effect. What?
Yeah, was it the chorus effect that you wanted to demonstrate?
Exactly.
Okay, well, I have another video.
Yes.
So let's play that for everybody.
So just before, please take a particular attention. Pay attention on distance. When the guy who sweeps the coil, which is very high above the above the targets. Take a listen at that. Here.
It's going to take out someone's kneecap.
Here, just here.
Yeah.
Here.
So what is happening there? There's something happening to the sound, isn't there, when the target becomes quite faint and obviously quite deep.
Yes.
And that's the chorus effect, right?
Yeah. We have a parameter settings in the menu we will show you after, which is called the chorus effect. So normally music. People who play music with an instrument or with a synthesizer,
piano, keyboard.
Yes,
Yeah.
Already know it's a chorus effect. So we introduced a chorus effect, which is in fact a stereo effect. So if you don't have the stereo headphones, you can't hear it at all. And this effect on this preset is applied only on distant targets. So the same way you could have some morphing on shallow targets, you could apply this effect only on distant targets. And this is my favorite effect on this version, really, because it's it allows you to to highlight some very faint signals, whatever the signals. You could apply it on ferrous or on non-ferrous targets, but yes, this little effect just introduce some stereo sound. It's for example, chorus. If people don't know exactly what it is, it's like someone without chorus is someone is speaking in front of you, okay, and chorus is two person, a twin person, for example, who have the same voice, but speaking one on the left here, one on the right here, and your brain know it's not exactly the same sound, so you hear you hear the sound from left and right instead of center, and this is exactly the chorus effect. So it gives distant targets a big highlight, in my opinion. And I really like this effect.
And I think it's important to make people realize that why that's going to benefit you is because you're instantly going to be able to tell it's a deep target, and it's just instantly through your ears at lightning speeds going to tell you that you're going to need to dig quite deep for this one, and I think that is going to really help your fines rates, the way that you go metal detecting, and it means that you don't have to look at your display, you don't have to look at a depth gauge. We're going to give all of that information to you straight through into your headphones. A great reference point. I just want to take a quick pause to remind everyone that we are doing a competition in this live stream, and again we are giving away 5 sets of these stereo headphones to each and every one of you potentially who could be watching. So in order for you to win a pair, all you have to do is share the link to this live stream to your social media account and like the live stream as well. You're also going to need to put a comment into the chat box in capitals that says XP Stereo. Once you've done that, you will be placed into the competition, and at the end of the show you're going to be in with a chance of winning your own set of these WSAST headphones. But don't forget, you're not going to have a blank pair like this. Yours are going to be laser engraved with your name on it. So that is a very exclusive gift as well. And that's coming live and direct from XP Metal Detectors. So it's probably a good time to make sure that your online name isn't one of those like Mickey Mouse names, really, because that's probably the name that might be printed on it. So yeah, that's the penalty for not having that one on there. Okay.
I see some quite interesting question also.
Yes.
Does it affect... yes, exactly, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. The morphing aspects sound quite long. Will that have a negative effect on the reactivity? So, no. Simple question, simple answer, no. Because the fact that the remote control and the WS6 handle the two channels, yes, there is no bad effects if they can handle we enable that because the hardware could handle this behavior, could handle this treatments. So there is no negative effect. And the same way, for example, channel 1, how to say that? It totally depends on your settings, for example. So yes,
yeah.
For example, a lower reactivity will delay a little the sound, because to get deeper, the dais need to have more time. But it's in fact it's already the same on normal programs. So the behavior will not be modified because of the multiprocessing. You have a true two-channel, two detectors, and these two detectors will behave exactly the same if they are alone on the remote control.
That's a great question, Alex. Yeah, thank you very much. Really, really interesting stuff. So we've heard a couple of examples of what it can do. I think it's about time we show people what the kind of menu looks like and what it's going to look like for you when you download the version 4.0 software. And then maybe, Sylvain, you can kindly take us through some of the options in the menu and explain how to set up these wonderful programs. And then maybe afterwards we can watch some more videos and examples as well. So let's just have a look here and see if we can share this screen here. Yes. So explain to us what this is, where people can find it.
This will be the expert menu of the multiprocess
menu.
Yes, menu settings.
Yeah.
So yes, in this screen you could configure what you want, really what you want. So don't be afraid. You are, if you want to take advantage of the stereo, you don't need specially to enter this menu. You could stick on presets, on factory preset. But if you want to customize this new feature, the multiprocess feature, you could go into the expert menu and you will find this screen. And this screen is split into two parts. On the left part you have channel 1, on the right part you have channel 2. So channel 1, as it's displayed here, P1 for example, it's a recap of your current program, which is in this case program 1 general. Channel 2 could have 3 modes. It could be deactivated with off, all metal, so it's only one tone, or discrimination, it's 2 tones. We didn't enable the full options of the first channel on the second one, because if else it will be too messy. Really.
Yeah, too much going on. Yeah.
Yes, so we just enable one tone or two tones. So on the first channel, you will have all the options, but before that, you will have the pan bar just above discrimination. The pan bar will be your main settings to balance. It's like a balance in stereo. So when it's, for example, at 9 and 9, you will have 100% of channel 1 on one here, 100% of channel 2 on the other here. And you could mix them together if you want. So for example, if you want to have more, in this case, channel 1 is pitch, more pitch on one here, you will stick on settings on this bar, which is around, let's say, 6 to 9, for example. And if you want to have a full mono sound, which is the same sound on both ears, you could go down to 0.
So that's quite interesting. So just to interject, so we're going to suggest that we've got a set of headphones here, okay? Now, the stereo spread bar that we've just seen can either be at 0, which means your target's in the middle, or it can be at 9, and the 9 spreads it out to each side of the headphones depending on which channel that you want in each type of the headphones. Is that right? So we're essentially looking at panning now, aren't we? So we can either have our audio dead in the center, like it's always traditionally been with XP headphones, but now if we want to, we can push maybe nice targets out to this ear, bad targets out to this here, and really decide where in the audio spectrum that we actually want to hear things with this menu. Is that correct, Sylvain?
Yes, it's totally correct. Just to answer the question, when will the manual online be updated? After the release of the V4, because yes, I have to finish it.
And
don't forget,
people,
what?
Right?
Yeah.
There's presets so that you could slowly grow into this. I mean, it's an evolving detector. But there's presets that you could go to. So if this looks intimidating, you work your way up to it. I've messed with the presets before I started with this screen, and it's intuitive. You get it eventually, but I started with the presets.
It's totally true, yes. This screen is only displayed if you push the experts button, the expert menu. You could stick on preset if you want, but we let you the possibility to customize it on what you want, really what you want.
So inside of this multi-processing menu, which you get in version 4.0 software, you are able to set up 2 independent channels which essentially work as 2 independent metal detectors. Now you can see that you've got channel 1 here, and these are all the changes on channel 1. So you can set it up almost like you would with a normal program inside of the program menu, and then if you're really happy with that program, you can then go and set up another independent program with its own independent audio type, and then decide where in that sound spectrum that you want to hear it. I think it's easy to brush over this, but that is a really sort of monumental, groundbreaking innovation, and I think everyone's just going to absolutely be so excited to go out and use this. Let us know in the comments if you are excited about this, or as excited about this as we are, because I honestly think this is going to be absolutely brilliant to use. You're going to be able to customize how you go detecting, customize your own programs, your own sounds, and you could really go out there and use something truly unique that you aren't going to get anywhere else. So
just to
carry on
to add some answer this question and answer another question about the WS6 I read on the comments. Yes, the WS6 will have exactly the same screen to customize this multi-process settings, and you don't need to buy especially a WS6ST as a master, as a control unit. If you, for example, if you have a WS6 master edition Deus II, actually, so with WS6 and wireless headphones, you will just need to add a new stereo headphones. You don't need to change the control unit, which is actually the WS6.
Yeah.
Okay, it's quite important. It's really important to say that, because in XP, if we could add some new features on a unit, we do it. So because actually if we release some new stereo headphones, it's because the old one can't handle a second channel, a second output channel. So that's why we release this new stereo headphone. It's not we could release, I think it's important to say that we could release a new detector, for example the Deus III, but no, because the Deus II can handle multiprocess behavior settings, we just add it, and that's all. And you just need to buy a new pair of headphones. Only that. You don't need to change all your detectors.
Just
cool
the
is that?
headphones, yeah. It is cool. Yeah, it really is. Did you see the question from Jeffrey
Yes,
there? Does
about the
this work with the bone conductors?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in fact, unfortunately, the same way, because the connector on the remote is not stereo compatible, we really can't make the BH01, which is a bone conductive headphone, we can't make it stereo. The same applies to wired headphones from the remote, or directly with the jack adapter on the WS6, original WS6, because there is no stereo outputs. So that's why you need to buy the new stereo, one of the new stereo headphones. We really can't do that, sorry.
So that's a really good question as well. So what inside of these headphones is new microprocessors. How is that essential to this firmware? So people already know that they need these headphones in order to be able to go out and use this new firmware, but what is special inside of them that unlocks this? And go on, carry on.
The main improvement with the new processor inside the new headphones is the support of 2 channels. It's the main. It's that's why we use this new. That's why we change the processor. It's because this new processor can handle two streams at the same time. It's the main difference.
Perfect.
So yes, it improves plenty of things around audio, plenty of internal settings, but yes, the main reason to change the multiprocessor, the processor, is the fact it can handle 2 streams at the same time.
Perfect. And just one other question, and it's one that I did see pop up, but I will ask it for them, is, are there any other changes inside of 4.0? Not that we need there to be. This is already, an amazing innovation, but somebody did say, is there anything else that's changed inside of 4.0 that people should be aware of that you can tell us about today?
Mainly it's the stereo headphones, and because of this multiprocess new feature, we will introduce. We will not forget about the old headphones. So we can't enable this multiprocess screen on the old headphones, but it will be a little advantage of V4 for old mono headphones, which is a new audio type for sure.
Yeah.
And this audio type will be named low square. It's a special audio type which has been created to mix really well with other audio type. It's a very bass, very low,
like a low-end bassy type of sound.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the square, but it's concentrate on low frequencies, and it blends really well with other audio type.
So as with the multi-processing menu, you're also going to get a new sound option, which is
audio
low
type,
square. Yes. Yeah. And you're going to be able to use that whether you want to use multi-processing or not, or is it exclusive to the multi-processing menu?
Could you repeat, sorry?
So for instance, if you don't have the stereo headphones and you just want to use the mono headphones that you currently own but use 4.0, will you still have access to the low square audio?
Yes, it's exactly
Perfect.
what I said. Sorry if I'm not clear. Yes, it will be an advantage we will offer to all XP Deus II users. And just in addition, yes, the channel 1 could have a full tones tone. So
okay.
you could mix. You could use multiprocess with full tones, not on channel 2, but on channel 1. Yes.
Well, I think we should play some more clips for people because they've been listening very patiently, and there's a lot of information to take in on this show.
Yes.
So we want to reward you by giving you some nice stereo examples. Sylvain, is there a particular example that you would like to look at next? Because there's one feature inside this menu that we haven't mentioned yet, and I think it's quite an important feature.
The multi-reactivity?
Well, I was going to say the dual axis mode, but I will leave that to you. You're the professor.
Yes. Begin with the dual, and
okay.
We will continue with the
reactivity.
Multi-reactivity.
Okay, perfect. So I'll play you a clip, you guys can have a listen to it, and then what we'll do is explain afterwards what's going on in the clip, and then play it again, just in case. So let's find the clip here. Here we go. So this is dual axis, and this is a preset. Might not make it into the final version, but a really good example of a cool feature that you're also going to get inside of this firmware, and it's something that we haven't mentioned yet. See if you can spot what's going on.
So this is a ferrous targets on this preset.
Now this is the high conductor.
And if you have a stereo headphones, you will clearly hear
Okay, Sylvain, explain to us. I'll put the menu back up again, but explain to everybody what's going on there. And as I said, this is not something we've talked about yet, but something which I think will be a really good tool to go metal detecting with.
So yes, if you look at the reactivity settings and the description on the screen, you will notice that you have some you have some standard reactivity levels from 0 to 5, but you also have below 0 levels, which is in fact a non-motion mode. So this way, you on channel 2 only, you could access to non-motion mode with customizable auto-tune from 1 to 4, and also with auto-tune at off, a fully non-motion mode. So this way you could detect with a standard reactivity on channel 1 and a non-motion mode on channel 2, which is exactly what you've heard before. You have a little tone on the channel 1 on good targets, on non-ferrous targets, and you could hear the sound of the non-motion mode on the other here. And yes,
that's cool. That is so cool. Let's play it again for everyone, just so they can hear that, because it's easy to listen to something and say, well, that sounds good, but I don't know what's going on. So now what Sylvain explains is that you've got one program running your normal discrimination mode and another program running an all metal mode, but they're one program at the same time. So when he's running over the high and low conductor, you'll hear both of them and what they're doing. So let's play that again and see if you can spot what's happening this time.
So the ferrous here, you can hear only on the right here the sound of the non-motion mode. And here, with a non-ferrous, here you could hear on left here the tone from channel 1, which is in I don't remember exactly the reactivity of these settings, but I think it's around 2 or 2.5.
Yeah, and if you had your stereo headphones on, you could so clearly hear the difference. You could hear the discrimination channel coming through on one side of the headphones and the all metal doing something completely different in the other, but it wasn't completely separated. It was sort of spread nicely in the stereo, so that it just created this really nice sound. So just to recap again, you can set this up in whatever stereo format you want, with two different independent channels running the same program with two different audio types, but you can also have a channel 1 set up as discrimination, channel 2 set up as an all metal mode, and go out and discover items in that particular mode as well. And again, it's completely new. It's a complete innovation that you're only going to get right here with version 4.0.
A lot to keep going with, that's for sure. It keeps evolving, and you keep, as long as you keep up with it, you keep growing with it.
Absolutely. It's like Christmas come again. So let's move on to what we were talking about very briefly before. It was the reactivity video. And I think this is quite a good demonstration as well, because it also shows you a different way that you can go metal detecting using the firmware, and this will show you the difference between setting up channel 1 and channel 2.
Just a little remark, a little note. Some of users think that there is a ferrous sound on the good target, but it's not the ferrous. It's not a ferrous sound. It's a non-motion sound. It's in French we say static. Static. It's a static sound, non-motion sound. It's not a ferrous. We set it quite low on this preset, but you could customize it. You could increase it. So if you want the non-motion sound with a higher tone, you could set it without problem. So it's not a ferrous sound on the good target. It's just the non-motion sound, and the non-motion sound is all metal. It operates in all metal. I don't say that. Sorry. So it will be the same sound because it's non-motion. There is no discrimination. So you will have the same sound on good or ferrous targets.
And I suppose the benefit of that is where you're detecting. If you really want to clear out a really important patch that's not overly big, that can be a controlled environment, then using all metal non-motion is perfect, because you're going to be able to find everything in there that's metallic, but also at the same time use a discrimination channel on top of it to almost confirm the target, right, Sylvain?
Yes, of course. And with the non-motion sound, you will hear even the ground area. So to clean an area, it will be the best, because you operate like like the pinpoint, for example. So you can't have more powerful in terms of depth targets. You could hear truly all your coil could see.
Absolutely, yeah. Cool. Well, let's have a look now at the reactivity video. Now, there's a lot going on in this video, and again, we'll play you the video in stereo, so put your headphones back on if you've taken them off, and we'll have a listen to it all together at first, and then we'll get an explanation and watch it again and find out what's going on. So let's play this presentation for you. So we can see some targets.
So yes, here there is one coin from one side on the left. You could pause maybe the video, Michael.
Perfect. Yeah. So
I know it's quite complicated to understand. So you could let it if you want on this image. Could you?
Okay. Yep. So explain to us what's going on in that video.
Yes, but we can't see the video, I think, actually, no?
Yeah, it might be because it's paused. So
could you just play a little? Yes, and pause. Okay.
There.
So
okay.
On the left side, you could see it's a €1 coin, and on the right side, just above the coil, actually, you will have plenty of ferrous, and in center of this there is a gold ring, okay, and it's just to illustrate the double reactivity. Previously, we show you an example, a preset with motion and non-motion mode. This demonstration is a motion mode in both channels, okay, but with reactivity at 0 and reactivity at 5. And yes, so on this video, if you pass close to the targets, you will hear the €1 coin without problem, but you could also hear the ring, the gold ring, in the middle of the ferrous without problem also, because it's a high reactivity. And when he raises the coil, you continue to hear the €1 coin.
Yep.
So you have the benefit of both reactivity. You have the benefit of a high
deep
reactivity
targets,
to get a target separation on the gold coin, and you have the benefit of low reactivity to have a full power to get the €1 coin, even if the coil is far away from the target.
And that is in one sweep with one detector with one coil.
Yes, exactly. So now I think the guy will cut one channel and the other channel after, so you could hear both channels separately if you want. You could play the video if you want.
We'll continue to play. Okay,
yes,
let's do that.
Please. Yes, it's a low reactivity actually, so reactivity at 0, and this is a high reactivity. So this is a demonstration of the 2 detector in one. Because it's high reactivity, if you raise the coil, you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
And you hear ferrous and the gold coin.
That is a great demonstration. I think
great question actually.
Go for it.
Is there a possibility to configure only ferrous on one channel and non-ferrous on the other channel? Yes.
Of course.
Yes, you could configure it as you want. So you could activate on channel 1, it will be exactly the same as your current program. So you could cut iron volume, for example, to have only non-ferrous targets ring. And on the second channel, you could cut both. You will have the iron volume, but you also have the possibility to cut the high non-ferrous targets sound. So this way you could apply channel 2, for example, only on high conductive targets or only on ferrous target if you want, and you could mix them as you want, as you like.
It's so cool. I just think it's an absolutely wonderful feature. I hope everyone's just as excited about it as we are. Really, it's going to be amazing. What did you want to say, Sylvain? Sorry.
Yes. Could you just to complement this video? Could you pass the other one about multi-reactivity? It's another way to demonstrate double reactivity, which is quite great also.
So is that the one by Leo?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Let's play that video right now.
So good targets and ferrous. The same configuration. You can't really look at the good target, but there is one.
Tiny. It's so small.
Yeah.
And this is the illustration of high reactivity. Reactivity 0, reactivity 4, and now you will hear reactivity 0 on the right here and reactivity 4 on the left here.
That's perfect. That's such a good demonstration once again, isn't it? Such a good demonstration. I mean, the possibilities really are endless, I think, now, and the amount of customizations and the chances that you're being granted with this firmware to go out and really make the most of the places that you go metal detecting. It's unparalleled. It really is an amazing thing. So I am a little conscious of the time. We've been going for almost 2 hours, and we do want to take some questions from everybody watching as well. Yeah, time goes quick when you're having fun, and we've still got way over 500 people watching. So thank you all for tuning in tonight and experiencing this amazing firmware launch with us. The comments have been really, really good. And it's just been a great atmosphere, and we've absolutely enjoyed ourselves. We hope you've enjoyed yourselves too, but we aren't done just quite yet, because we do want to take some questions from all of you. Now, before we go into the questions section, we did promise you that in this show we would tell you when you would be able to go and download 4.0 firmware. And we are going to reveal it, but I think we should give the honour to our main guest this evening, an all-round oracle and professor, Sylvain. So, Sylvain, would you like to tell everybody watching this live show tonight, exclusively who's watching this live show tonight, when they can go and update their remote and their headphones on our update server?
You want me to answer this question?
Yes, please do. You do it.
So yes, it will be on next Friday.
Wow, you heard it all right there. So next Friday will be Friday the 23rd of January. You will be able to go onto the XP update server and have 4.0 available to you to download. Now, very briefly before we take some questions, there are some great questions coming through. I just want to go through something that's quite important. Sylvain, if you don't have the ST headphones and you download the firmware, will you still see the multi-processing menu? Will all this kind of still be on there?
No. The new stereo headphones will unlock the multi-processing menu the same way. For example, the experimenter will unlock the special menu about the experimenter. Mm-hmm. So yes, it for the mono headphones, the only options will be available will be the new audio type.
So you can still download 4.0, you just won't see any of the multi-processing menu. But when you do buy yourself a pair of ST headphones, all you have to do is pair them to your remote that has 4.0 on it, and instantly the menu will appear, right?
Yes. And I see some question about the price. I don't know the price for all around the world, but for example, the WSAST, the simplest version.
I know a man that will know a price, and I think he's still. I think he's still in the back room. So there's one man that we should bring back in.
Here?
Mr. Philippe Collin, who will know all of these prices. I hope he does, otherwise he's going to look pretty embarrassed. Let's bring Philippe back in. Philippe, are you there?
Yeah. I'm so excited about the V4, so of course I was there. I was looking at the comment, and thank all of you for the comment. You are all impressed by this new technology, and we are really impatient to give you this. Yeah, about the price of the firmware, for free, of course. XP is always giving the evolution for free, and for the headphones. So I will give you the price in euro for the headphones WSA ST that will replace the WSA2. It will be the same price, 149 euro. For the WSA ST XL, so the big one, will be the same price, 199. Yes, this one. And for the WS6 Stereo, WS6 ST, it will be the same price, 329 euro. Yes, thank you, Sylvain, this one.
Perfect.
I saw a comment about the jack adapter.
Yes, the D099 stereo. Yeah, which is
990. Yes, exactly.
this one. Yeah, you've got it.
This part will be available very, very soon everywhere, and will be the same price, and you will need it if you want to plug such stereo headphones like I use tonight to your WS6 if you use the WS6 Master. But if you use the WS6 Master, not the stereo one, but the mono one, the previous one, you can still benefit with the stereo features just buying a WSA ST. You put the WS6 on your stem, and you will the module on the stem, and you will use the WSA ST on your ears, and you will get the stereo sound as you constant during this live show that we were very, very happy to share with all of you guys.
Well, I think we should definitely keep Philip on board for the questions. He's certainly somebody we want to have around when we get these questions coming in. So let's just move into the question and answer section now, and we'll do this for about 10 minutes or so. The show's over 2 hours now, so we don't want to bore you too much, but we also understand that you might have some questions for us, and that's what we are here to answer. And you can't get a better team of people to put your questions to. So if you've got any questions, do keep them coming in. Hopefully they will pop up on the screen.
The WS6 ST, is it compatible with a cable to connect any stereo headphones? Yes, of course. Yes.
Yeah, with the jack adapter.
WS6 ST, sorry for the remote. If you go back, it's the same. There is the same as the WSA ST. There is 3 pins, so it's compatible with stereo. This is the WS6, and this is the new WSA-ST. It's the same. Okay, so you could have you could plug this little adapter onto the WS6 the same way, and you could plug whatever headphones you want. It will be stereo ready.
Yeah. Actually, I've got a quick question, which might be quite interesting to some. So, I obviously make videos online via my YouTube channel, and I would love to be able to share this sound, this new firmware, with everybody. What's the best way people could do that, Sylvain, so that they can make content for other people to watch and let everyone hear their amazing sort of custom sounds that they've made using the firmware?
This adapter will be great to have a stereo output. So if you have any, I think any GoPro, for example, or any camera, have a line in jack, stereo jack. So you just have to put your WSA-ST, for example, with this adapter, and you just have to plug it to your camcorder, and no problem. And if you want to hear, we have made some tests. If you want to hear both on your ears and record the stereo stream, you could, for the moment, you could plug it here, a Y adapter. You know, it's one input and 2 output. If it's stereo, there will be no problem.
Perfect. So it's pretty easy to do if you want to show everybody your own presets, or even let people hear what targets sound like with all of this kind of new firmware and spatial sound as well. Any other questions coming in? Please get some questions to us. There's still way over 500 people watching this. Surely you must have some questions about this amazing innovative new firmware. So here we go. It's a question from Detecting with Jesse. Yes, good friend Jesse. Do you only need to update the machine if you have the stereo headphones? well, we have kind of addressed that, but I think it's definitely worth reiterating that. So, Sylvan, would you like to?
You need to update, as usual, for a new update, you need to update your control unit, which could be the remote control or the WS6 or WS6 ST if you want, and also the headphones, your headphones. So you will need to update remote control and headphones, not the coil.
Perfect. Never update the coil. The brain is in the coil. Just concentrate on the headphones and the remote control, and you will always be good. One thing I just want to quickly touch on actually is, I don't know if anyone has seen that's watching this, but there has been a recent update to the firmware update server as well. And what I really like now is that when you plug in your remote control or your headphones, it pops up, tells you what version it's running on, and now just gives you the update option to just push update, so you no longer have to find the latest version. It sort of lets you know that there's a newer version available, and you just push update. It's absolutely brilliant. So if you haven't updated for ages, go on there and have a look, and especially when 4.0 is released and ready for you, check it out and let us know what you think, because I think it's a lot easier. We did have a question pop up then. What was that? Did anyone catch it?
Yes.
There's been a lot of good questions, yeah.
Oh, guys, fire away. Get some questions in.
No, there is a question, but I don't remember.
Yep.
There is a question about availability in US. Headphones are on the way, so it will be available very, very soon now. Something like not couple of days, but maybe 1 week. If
All
they
headphones still work after updating the new phones. As any other update, you will need to have both all the device on the same update to be able to work together. So even the old the mono headphones needs to be on V4 if you want to make them work with a remote on V4.
Yeah, perfect. Good point, actually. A very good point indeed. And just to remind everyone as well that we have been running a competition this evening. Oh, we've got another question. Detect, dig, smile. The internal speaker will only have the original sound, correct? The internal speaker is just one speaker though, isn't it? So it's just mono.
Yes, and mono, all the mono output, so speaker, bone conduction headphones and wired headphones will only have channel 1.
Yes.
So you can't hear stereo at all on this output. Sorry, we can't do that.
And another question coming in here from Don't Read Me on Metal Detect. Can I run, say, sensitive high square, full tones, but have two different reactivities? And will it be like running two different machines? So can I run sensitive high square, full tones, but have two different reactivities?
High square full tone on channel 1, yes. And you could set a different reactivity on channel 2. Yes, and yes, it will be like running two machines. Yes, yes to all.
Yep, you can absolutely do that. Yeah, if you've got like a favorite program that you use all the time, right, you could have that set up as you would in the program menu on channel 1, and then almost copy it over onto channel 2, but maybe run two different reactivities on that program. The possibilities really are endless, I think, in terms of customization, and as I say, I think you're all going to really enjoy going out and using this in your metal detecting. So Drum and Detect says, will 4.0 affect my machine like the update 3.5 did for the HF2 coil, or the HF coil, which made my programs unusable? I wish to keep the, can't see that, HF coil update. So will it change the way his machine works if he does it? I think he's kind of getting at, will it delete all of his programs as well? And I think that's something
unusable. No, we constantly improve updates. So normally you there is no problem on this wish to skip the HF program.
I think if you've got custom programs saved and you do a firmware update and you put those programs back in, sometimes some of the background changes make what you were currently really used to maybe a little bit different. And that's because we've improved the factory programs and we've made them better and we've made the machine's overall performance better. But of course, if you're using your favorite custom program from version 0.71, and you try and maybe put that onto version 4.0, I think there might be a few discrepancies with how it reacts. But I think that might be what he's getting at as well. But that is another good question. Will it delete all of your custom programs when you download 4.0?
Yes. To be perfectly clear, every main version will delete your custom program. It's not a question of we don't want to do that. It's a need, because we change plenty of internal parameters on each version. So we need to readapt the factory programs to have a good factory programs. So instead of letting some custom program with wrong or old parameters, we prefer to delete everything and to not compromise the memory and plenty of internal settings. So yes, you need to re-enter your custom programs for each main version.
Perfect. Moving swiftly on to the next question. What's the best scenario for using this new feature? Would it help with better detection in trash-filled terrain, or would these new settings be better for finding deep targets in cleaner terrain?
You could apply this on what scenario you want. There is not a best scenario. You will have two main applications, which is from one side the multi-reactivity. So in fact, on using this feature, you could increase your findings regarding deep target or target close to iron, because now you could use multi-reactivity in only one go, and on the other end you will have the morphing effect and all the stuff who concern the sound, the enhanced sound. And on this part you could add some information in the sound to let you better decide if you want to dig or not. So there is two main application for this V4.
And Scott, our friend Scott there at Mental Metal, he says, will the HF2 core have any advantage or features with version 4.0, or will all coils work and have the same features with the ST headphones? So are there any advantages with using the HF2 coil, or is it just the same features across all of them?
Same for all coils. Same, absolutely same. I've seen a question about Extrementer. The Extrementer, because it operates on known motion mode, can't benefit from all this improvement. So there is no improvement regarding the Extrementer, but for all other coils you will have exactly the same new features, whatever the coil you use.
Perfect. Okay, so as I think we are getting on near enough towards the end now, we have been on air for 2 hours and 16 minutes. So if you don't know, and you should know, we released a competition throughout the course of this show where, of course, we were going to give away 5 sets of exclusive limited edition laser headphones, laser engraved headphones. So they're going to have your name on them somewhere, which is probably going to be around here, and you're going to get a set of these, and these can be won by 5 people watching the show. And all you had to do to be in with a chance of winning them, you basically had to just share the live stream on your social media and like the live stream and put in the chat box XP Stereo in capital letters as well. So I am delighted to be able to announce the winners for you now. We've had somebody in the background verifying all of the likes and shares, and they have put all of the people into a random number generator. So hopefully we are going to be able to tell everybody who has won an exclusive limited edition set of WSAST headphones shipped to you direct from the XP factory. It will be...
Even you is jealous about this.
I am not even going to lie about that. I am totally jealous. I would love a pair of laser engraved headphones. Me and Meryl were talking about this even before we came online. Yeah, this is a truly awesome prize. So do cherish them. I must point out that unfortunately, due to geopolitical reasons, there are a couple of countries that we can't ship to. So I should have pointed this out at the start of the show, so this is totally my bad. But unfortunately, at the moment, Russia is a bit of a no-go for postage, and Belarus as well. So if you have entered from those regions and you've been entered into the draw and you win, unfortunately we can't send them to you, and we would love to, we just can't do it at the moment, and it's a bit out of our control. So hopefully the number generator will let us know exactly who has won the competition. Whilst we're just waiting for those names to come through, is there anything else that any of you guys would like to add to the audience before we leave? Please feel free to do it now.
I just saw a comment that I just want to answer. Meryl and Michael, have you been over the same ground as before using the new headphones? Have you found more targets? The answer that I was typing in and I ran out of space, yes, the chorus effect got me deeper on coins in a field that I've been over many times, and my mind was blown. So you got it verbal instead of written, but yes.
Yeah, and for me, iron rich sites for me is where this new 4.0 firmware is going to come in, because of the way that it handles iron and the way that you can now separate those 2 independent channels, one running a high reactivity, one running a low reactivity, different sensitivities. It means that I no longer have to think about walking over heavy iron patches. I can literally just go doo-doo and it works.
I think it's
Sylvan,
the winner.
is this our first winner? Absolutely.
No, it's the second one.
The second one.
I think.
Okay, well, I missed the first one because I was going on about the iron patch. So if your name...
Me too.
I think.
Mr. Asvis, if your
Mr.
name...
MD, no, or something like that?
has appeared at the bottom of this live stream, it means that you have won a set of WSAST headphones, and once again we are going to laser engrave your name onto these headphones, so they will be very limited edition. Marcin Dizzy, again, congratulations, you have won a set of exclusive limited edition XP headphones. In order for us to be able to send you your headphones, please go onto our website and go to the contact page and just put in there that you won a set of headphones with your name and your handle, and we will then be able to contact you and get your address details so that we can send those headphones to you. We will have to verify it, so don't go on there and say you've won a set if you haven't, because we will find out. But for all of the winners today, and another winner has come through, so Specular or at Pecular XP Stereo, fantastic, congratulations to you to winning another set of WSA ST headphones engraved with your name on. How many is that now? Is that 4 or is that 5? It's 4. So we've got one more winner left to go. So luckily we've got someone in the background doing this all for us. Our producer is done an excellent job, thankfully, and I think we do have one more winner to go. If you've got any questions in the meantime, do feel free to put them in to us, but we are pretty much at the end of the show. It's quite late for everybody, unless you're in the USA. What's the time over there, Merrill?
It still feels pretty late. 5:22, but it feels late.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's probably about 8 a.m. in Australia, so it's quite early for them over there. And if you've been watching from all over the world today, again, we really appreciate you joining us for this chat and for the demonstration of our new firmware as well. Again, if you have enjoyed what you've seen today, please do share the live stream on your social media. And our very last winner, excellent, congratulations to Daryl Curtis, who has also won himself a set of WSA ST headphones with his name laser engraved on them. I think me and Merrill should have entered this competition, because that would have been quite interesting.
Engraved idea. That's really, really cool.
It is.
Vendredi prochain pour les Français. La prochaine version vendredi prochain.
I would just like to point out that laser engraving is exclusive to this live show. It's not something that you can request that we do. It's just that we wanted to do something special and monumentous to celebrate this. So please don't email us asking to laser engrave all of your wonderful XP products. I think with that, we're done. What an amazing show. I want to thank Sylvain for coming and sharing his knowledge. He is not known as the Oracle and the Professor for no reason at all. And he does have a slight resemblance to a biblical figure, and I'll leave that to your imagination. But he's a wonderful guy, and we absolutely are so thankful for your time. And of course to Philip Collin as well. What an absolute star for staying up late and joining us and enlightening everyone with his expertise as well. So thank you. And again, thank you very much to Merrill. A real pleasure to share the stage with you tonight. I know you've been busy managing the comments and responding to some, and you've been a really big help, and we really appreciate it. I will leave you.
Glad we're doing this.
Perfect. I will leave you with the thought that next Friday you're going to be able to go onto the XP website and download 4.0 for yourself. This software and firmware is going to be absolutely amazing for you to go out metal detecting, and it really is a true first in the world of metal detecting, and you saw it right here live and direct from XP Metal Detectors. So thank you very much all for watching from wherever you have been watching in the world. It's been a real pleasure, and I can't wait to watch it back and see all the wonderful comments that you've left. So thank you very much. We will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.